With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Come on. Yo.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's got some space here. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield, showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. So given 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Burrow's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Mixon with a first down carry. Down to the 22-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 22 now, here's the second down and 6. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Jackson now. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Ravens at 6-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking downfield for Pollard. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tony Pollard, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this was going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Brown on second down.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Tyus Bowser blowing that play out. So on 4th down, all is Brian Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Eight yards on the return following a punt of 41. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. These two division rivals, the
schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. First down, and it's Pollard again. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Jackson to throw. Shoves him aside. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
That move point there is they were able to connect. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
From the gun, Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Able to shake him up, and a big loss. He's taken down. That'll be a big loss on the play there. Absolute disaster, really.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
A 42-yard attempt.
And Tucker missed it.
Oh, no.
Normally reliable, this time no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Come on.
So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one,
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson, first play, going to throw.
Jesus.
He finds his man, Pollard. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Running right, here's Brown. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Burrow now off the bootleg. Odafe Oweh able to record his 5th sack of the season. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out in the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, but those yard markers a ways away here. 3rd down coming up. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. Nifty move. Shreds into the stiff arm. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back sit out of the backfield and head down the sideline on the wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Now Jackson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Jackson. Flush to his right, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Third and goal, Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 6 yards away. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Look at this Baltimore defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
On second down, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a first down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Rotates Ertz going across the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Burrow changing things up here. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Shit, screw me.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Ravens hit 6-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And if we look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Let's face it, anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits in this era of high-flying offenses, that's saying something.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
And that's well executed there, third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now it's Jackson.
Come
There's a
on.
screen now for Pollard. Oh, what a move. Shoves him aside. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Jackson now.
Get the fuck out of here.
Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he saw him throwing the football and open up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
I fucked up.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, Pollard again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw is Jackson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Until about the 23.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here's Burrow.
Oh,
Had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Either just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And here's Brad Robbins now. That's pulled in at the 32. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play call, how to sequence things, how to run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's able to find Wallace. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Swinging this out for Pollard. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's second and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Crossing route, he finds Likely. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely, 26 yards. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Ravens 31, Bengals 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Burrow will throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. A good pickup there at 22.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Here's Pollard again. Pushes him over.
Oh,
Down the numbers. There he goes.
He may go.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A try here for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Burrow going to change things up. Mixon will try the right side. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11 mighty.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now Burrow on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete. And after that last play, we've got an injured man, and it's a big one. Joe Burrow shaken up. You hope this is nothing serious. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now it's the backup Winston. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
On the ground with a tight end. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. Winston to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And you find out that one, and it moves the chains.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be down numbers.
There he goes. Now he's into the clear again. And way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is now 24. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as the tackle made at the 42.
Let's get set.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense and made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bengals take over, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Gun.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. On the option left, it's Burrow.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping in air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Pass complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Burrow.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 170 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Going to run again here with Pollard. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try and turn things around next.